What is going on, everyone around the world? I'm Off for Games here, and welcome back to my channel. So Mortal Kombat 11 was finally revealed. We finally seen gameplay. The reveal was a couple days ago, and wow, is there a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, if you're new to my channel, subscribe and like this video because it's about to get oh, Mortal Kombat 11. Am I so hyped for... Oh man, I'm so hyped for that game. So this video is going to be about, of course, Mortal Kombat 11. The gameplay changes that they made. They made a whole bunch of changes. There are a ton of features, mechanics, all of that jazz. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over the beta dates, when you can actually play the beta. So stay towards the ending of the video and you will find out when is the beta date. But Mortal Kombat 11, Jesus Christ, guys! Oh my Lord, does this game look gorgeous? It is so beautiful, just beautiful. So the characters that they showed off in the gameplay reveal and the reveal events was Baraka, Sonya, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Gedis. And am I missing? Hopefully I'm not missing one. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Baraka, Sonya Blade, and Gedis. Yes. So those are the characters that were announced, and Sonya Blade looks dope. Sonya, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so hyped right now. But so I'm guessing those are going to be the characters that we're going to be playing with in the beta. And if those are the characters that are going to be in the beta, oh dude, I don't know, because all of them look sick. I can say the only character I won't play is Scorpion. I will not be touching Scorpion. But for the other character, oh, and Scarlet. How did I forget Scarlet? Oh man, Scarlet. Man, well, my guess is right. She's in the game. I said she was going to be in the game. I'm going to leave that video in the description down below. My character roster, you know, who I think is going to be in the game, all that stuff. She was on the list. And I'm going to be making another video because the roster size seems really small. But yes, when the beta comes out, if those are the characters that are in, I don't know who I'm going to be playing first. Maybe Baraka. I would say Baraka. I don't know, Baraka, Scarlet. I can't pick between like first who to pick, but yeah, those two, and then maybe Sub-Zero because Sub-Zero looks dope. But on to the gameplay, all the features and mechanics. So where do I start? First of all, this game looks gorgeous, just top notch, just NetherRealm. I didn't think. You just like step it up every single time. I don't know how you do it, but that's why I love you guys, because this game looks just gorgeous. Like even the animations look better. Just everything about it looks gorgeous. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the new meter and how meter works in Mortal Kombat 11. So meter works as you can see right here. We have a gameplay of Sonic Fox versus Rewind, and you see the bottom, at the bottom left or bottom right, we have a, 2 bars of meter. One is a defensive meter with the shield, and one is an offensive meter with the sword. So the ones with the sword are your offensive meter. So you can, it's basically like a meter or amplify. Excuse me. It's an amplify, so you can amplify your attacks. You can meter burn your attacks. So any special move, you enhance it, you waste 1 bar of meter. So that's basically it for that. And your defensive meter, this is one of the newer things that I really liked about another mechanic that I really liked that they added into Mortal Kombat 11, and it's your defensive meter. So you have tons and tons of options from your defensive meter. So you have 2 ways to wake up. You have one which is up 2, I think, and then another one which is up 3. The up 2 one is, it's like a uppercut or like a mini launcher, I would say. And that one's not invincible, but if you wake up with that and you hit your opponent, you can get a little combo from that. but it's not invincible. So, you know, maybe if your opponent is jumping at you, you wake up with that, you're going to hit him, get a small combo because of that. And the other one is, it's just a hit, but I think that hit is invincible, but it does a knockdown. You can't get a combo off of it. It is just a knockdown, so it gets, you know, a little bit of damage. You know, hey, get off me, and then that's that. And another mechanic they added to the defensive meter is you can roll. So, you know, when you get knocked down, if you've seen a couple of, if you watch videos and they do like a roll while they're on the ground, that wastes 1 bar. Oh yeah, so I think each one of these things wastes 1 bar defensive meter. You have 2 bars, so each of them wastes 1 bar meter. So you can roll forward and roll backward, but the only thing with the rolls, they are invincible. That means, you know, your opponent can hit you out of it. They are invincible, but you can be grabbed out of it. So you got to be careful. Be careful with that, and you can roll backward. You know, it's just a whole lot of mind games that you can do with that. And the last mechanic that they had for the defensive meter, actually, there's 2 more things. One is, did I just forget? Oh, so yeah, let's say your opponent gets in a combo, right? And if you're in a combo and you're airborne, you can waste 2 bars of meter, not 1, like the other ones, like the other mechanics I talked about before. No, those are only 1 bar. But if you want to get out of a combo, it's 2 bars. And what happens is, if you're in like an airborne state, you're getting comboed, you can waste some 2 bars of meter and just drop out of the combo completely. And maybe you can delay wake up once you drop out of the combo. Maybe you can like choose your wake up, but I don't know yet. But yes, you can get out of a combo, waste 2 bars of meter, that's all your defensive resources. So yeah, there's that. And the last thing is a flawless block. So what happens is, when let's say is there a gap in between? Let's say the string is like, I don't know, 112, and then the last hit of 112, which is the 2, there's a gap between that. So usually you can like backdash your armor between that gap or whatever. But I think it's gonna be changed for Mortal Kombat, and I think you would have to you can flawless block, and you recover a lot quicker, and you can punish your opponent for, you know, thinking that they're safe with that string. So maybe I think that's how it's gonna work. You know, instead of armoring through it, you can, you know, flawless block and get the punish because you recover a lot quicker maybe. Let's say you're getting zoned out, you can do a flawless block on a projectile, and you will not take damage. I can't, because a lot of people are saying that you don't take damage at all, but then people are saying you're taking significantly less chip. But I don't know, it's all confusing. But yes, I hope that it can take away chip completely, because this game looks kind of slow. And let's say if facing against a zoner and you just flawless block a projectile, you can patiently work your way in and not take chip damage, you know? Because that's one of the frustrating things about Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat X, is that, you know, you're taking chip, you are working your way in slowly, right? But let's say the projectile's mid and you can't duck it. So you gotta eat that, and next you know, you're taking like maybe like 10% chip. Yeah, so hopefully the flawless block takes away chip completely. So yeah, those are the new mechanics, like in terms of meter, of how they changed in Mortal Kombat 11, which is a huge change. And this game is like just basically a completely new game. That's insane for them to do that. Like, wow. So yeah, that's the way meter works in Mortal Kombat 11. And let's talk about movement. So as you can see, movement seems really slow. And I'm completely fine with that, because it just makes for people to, you would have to play neutral more, you would have to play footsie more. So I do like that change. But maybe people are saying that the dashes are really slow. So maybe you can, maybe if they buff like the dash speed, I think they will do that. I think they, or walk speed, buff walk speed and dashing. But hey, I'm fine with the slower pace. I do not mind the slower pace. And another thing that they changed is your neutral jump punch. So you know in MKX you would neutral jump punch and your opponent would do like a pop-up. That is not how it works in Mortal Kombat 11. So if you ever played Injustice 2 and you do like a jumping 2, jumping 1, it works the same way as that. Do your jumping 1 hit, go for your combo after that. So yeah, that's changed. Movement change. What else? What else? I had something I kind of forgot. Yeah, movements changed. Oh yes, and the way combos work. So you can't do long combos as you did in Mortal Kombat X or MK9. They're shortened down. So I'm pretty sure there are combos in Mortal Kombat 11. Like I'm pretty sure there are. But I think they're just toned down a bit. So and I think they're toned down for, which that goes into the next thing that changed in Mortal Kombat 11. The reason I think they're toned down is because they implemented a new mechanic called crushing blows. I always get it confused with fatal blows, but crushing blows is if you've seen gameplay, and there's these cinematic scenes that happen in game where there's like a mini X-ray, and that is a crushing blow. And what that does is it gives you increased damage. You get like a big just chunk of damage off of that, and sometimes it gives you like more properties. Whereas with that same kick as before, and let's say, I don't know, I saw on Ketchup and Mustard's video that when Scorpion does like his kick, normally if you don't crushing blow it, it just hits him and that's it. But if you crushing blow, you can cancel that. So it can cancel. It can make some moves cancel rather with the crushing blow than without the crushing blow. It's just a hit, but with crushing blow you get to cancel it into something else. But yeah, I think that's why they changed the way combos work. Because if you did the same amount of damage you did in MKX with a crushing blow in it, Jesus Christ, you're dead. You're just dead. Are we playing Marvel vs. Capcom here? Like that would be. So I think that's why they toned down the combos. And the way crushing blows work, it's just, I've been thinking, like I've been theory fighting, guys. Like let's say, I don't know, you can do a combo, right? Save your crushing blow towards the ending of your combo, and then you can use that to crushing blow as well, and then after that extend your combo and then go into the ender. You can just do some crazy things like that. The next thing we have is fatal blows, which those are basically supers in MK11, and once you get down, I think it was 30% health, you can get a super, and the supers do a big chunk of damage, and that's gonna be another mechanic where like big damage comes from. So not only do your fatal blows do a lot of damage, but your crushing blows, but your fatal blows on top of that, and it doesn't scale too much, I don't think. But put both of those together, and that is a huge chunk of damage. So yes, I think those are all of the changes for MK11. I'm sorry if I missed a couple of things, but my thoughts on it, I love it. I love the way the game looks. I love the way the game plays. Don't get me wrong, I do love Mortal Kombat X, but after playing Injustice 2, Injustice 2 came out, of course all my time went to Injustice 2, and Injustice 2 helps you out with neutral a lot more than MKX would. So let's say, I don't know, even though a lot of the characters, they kind of walk back a lot, but let's say if it's like an Enchantress versus, I don't know, Black Canary. Enchantress has strong space control, and with Black Canary, you gotta work your way in. And learning that, just learning like neutral and footsies and all that stuff, and then going back to MKX, I think it plays better with, slow down, because you can punish people for, kind of doing crazy stuff. Because, in Mortal Kombat X, people could just, with the run button. Oh yeah, there's no run button. There's no run button in MK11 now. Forgot to say that. But yeah, you would run in somebody's face, do a 50-50. If I guess wrong, I lose, well, depending on the character, 45% of my life, 42% of my life. All because I guessed wrong. Not because you outplayed me, you outfooted me, not because of that, because you ran in, did a 50-50, made me guess it. And Mortal Kombat X is just 50-50 city. Like, just in your face, 50-50, you guessed wrong, oh well. But yes, I think that approach, changing it to more of a neutral base, I really, really enjoy that, because it's going to teach people that, listen, you can't just do this, because don't throw out your limbs, because your limbs, they're going to be mine. Alright? And it's just, you know, I see a lot of people complaining, oh, I don't have a run button. And I think there's a lot of MKX players, you know, I want my run button, I want it to be fast paced, I want the 50-50s. I mean, there still are going to be 50-50s. It's just that, you know, depending on what character you use, things like that. And oh, combos are too short. But yeah, I like this approach to Mortal Kombat 11. I like the, you know, the more methodical. You know, you actually have to think instead of, you know, making me guess low overhead, things like that. Oh, one more mechanic I forgot to say was, if you flawless block too, you can get 2 different options. I think you can get I think it's up 2 and up 3. It's the same thing as when you're knocked down. You can, depending on what you use, I think it puts you at more advantage, and up 2 puts you at more advantage, or you can get a combo from that, or it could give you a knockdown. I'm not too sure about that, so you guys can please correct me in the comments down below. But yeah, I really like this more slower pace MK11. It's just gonna have to, hey, you know, you can't run up in my face, you can't 50-50 me to death, unless it's the RP character is gonna have 50-50s. I don't know. It's just gonna be, you're just gonna have to adapt to it. And I would say the best way to prepare for MK11 would be to play maybe Injustice 2, or yeah, I would say play Injustice 2, just, you know, get the hang of not running and dashing and get used to neutral and all of that stuff. But besides that, I really love the game. I love the way it's turning out. I can't wait to see more on it. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I can't wait to play the game. And now that that's done, hopefully I didn't miss anything, on to the beta. So the beta will be on March 28th. That's when you'll be able to play the beta. If you pre-order the game, you can get access to, you know, the private beta. And on the 30th, January 30th, a new character is going to be revealed, and, like, you know, a gameplay breakdown on the Kombat cast, and supposedly it's going to be Cabal, which I'm going to be super psyched to see him, because I would want to see what MKX Speedster would be in Mortal Kombat. But yes, I love the game. I can't wait to come out. What are you excited for? The changes in Mortal Kombat 11. Do you like all the changes? Do you like some of the changes, or would you change others, or you just don't like the way the game plays, you know, completely? You just hate it. I don't know how can you hate it, because at the end of the day, it's still Mortal Kombat. I mean, people have been saying it's Injustice 3. I don't think that. When I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's still Mortal Kombat. You know, it still plays like Mortal Kombat. It's just, you know, something changed here and there, but it's still Mortal Kombat to me. I love Mortal Kombat. But yeah, I'm psyched for all the changes that they made. Now you're just gonna actually have to step up your game. You know, you're gonna have to step up your game and actually be a better player. Yes, remember, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notifications button, so that way you will not miss out on any Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay. I mean, whoa. I mean, I don't have gameplay, but, you know, Mortal Kombat 11 news. I appreciate you guys for watching and sticking through this video. I know this was a bit of a long video. Oh, whoa, one more thing, actually. I forgot to tell you how fatal blows work. How crushing blows work. How did it not? I'll explain. Alright, so crushing blows. So I don't have none right now. It's all off the top of my head, so sorry if I missed a couple things. But crushing blows is like brutalities, basically. And you have to do a certain amount of moves to activate that crushing blow. So for instance, Sub-Zero, if you meter burn his slide 3 times, right? On the next time you do a meter burn slide, it is going to crushing blow. I mean, crushing blows do a ton of damage. So that just adds a deeper layer into how you want to do your combo. So let's just say, oh wait, first you have a mechanic. I'll keep forgetting about this. You have a mechanic well, in like the options, you know, when you're in the options where you set your controls and all that, they have this thing where you can hold your crushing blow, so that way you don't have to, it doesn't automatically use up your crushing blow. You can hold, you can, I guess, not hold it to not activate the crushing blow. So it says hold the button to activate it. If you don't hold it, you can save that towards the ending of the round and do a ton of damage if you just want to end the round out. And yeah, that's crushing blows. It's just gonna add a, you know, deeper layers on how you want to use your combo and how do you want to use your crushing blow. And I really like that because it's gonna, people are gonna come up with some crazy stuff on how to maybe kill your opponent or 60% take away 60% of their life away, things like that. But yeah, that's how crushing blows work. You would have to do certain steps to then, or a certain amount of, you know, preconditions to do the crushing blow, and it's going to be different. All the characters have them. It's just each character is different. I think grabs are universal. If you tech wrong, they all crushing blow. But yeah, that's crushing blows. Hopefully I explained that good. And yes, so yeah, all this stuff just adds layers and layers and layers of just, Jesus Christ, I can't wait to see what people come up with, what I come up with, which is the crazy stuff. But yeah, so that's crushing blows. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next Mortal Kombat video. Peace out, guys.